Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for August 24th, Wednesday. If you are watching in real time, I film it a day ahead of time, so whenever you stumble upon it, it doesn't even have to be for August, it could be whenever you see this. And I was just thinking, how interesting a little deck of cards is. What a mystery it is. What will bring us today, Haven't opened it. I don't know what it will. I don't know what's inside. Well, I know what's inside, but I don't know what our story is today. And for me, that's kind of exciting. I don't know about for you, but the unknown, it can be a little scary, but it also is exciting. And here's an example. What are the cards gonna say? Isn't that exciting? I have another story to tell you guys, but I'm gonna do it in a different fashion, I think. Okay, let's see what's happening for Wednesday or any day you stumble upon this. Oh, and this is, by the way, the Tarot of Inspiration, which literally inspired me to create my own deck, which is the Enchanted Romance. And I will, as soon as my Lenormand is done, I will be starting work on my Faery Tarot. I'm so excited. Can't wait to get working on that. So if any of you are interested in supporting a starving artist who wants to create work for tarot, I volunteer. Okay, here we are. We have the Queen of Swords. Oh, she came out in a personal reading for me. So in reversed, I don't usually take reversals, but I'm gonna take it and say that do these things in balance, right? Don't be overly harsh or strict on yourself or anyone else, right? Just be moderate in the way you be honest, for sure. Don't hold it in. But, it's like wedging the truth between two compliments, some kind of, it doesn't have to be criticism, but maybe like a little bit of, like something that you want to express, but wedge it between, or there's like lots of ways to express how you feel without criticizing, like, using I statements instead of you statements. You statements kind of have a blame to them, right? And an I statement has a vulnerability. So there's a different way of approaching your communication and your honesty, and that's very helpful. And also, when you're dealing with the opposite sex, I recommend men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It gives some good tips on how to communicate with someone else. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. Some traveling possibly. And the Knight of Swords. Very nice. We have a lot of swords energy here. So let's zoom on in. All right, first of all, I see possibly family. Also, I see possibly mirroring with somebody who, like a twin flame, who might be slightly younger or slightly older than you. Also, I see, same wavelength, like, yeah, I got you. I'm in tune with you. You don't have to mince words with me. It won't hurt my feelings. I appreciate your honesty kind of energy. There is this, the Six of Swords is a transition phase. There's a journey, and this one shows the whole family. I almost used this one, but, and I like that one a lot, but, the one I used was kind of like a solo journey. But the whole family here, like, so this could be you and a child traveling, even with a husband, relocating, something like that. You and boyfriend relocating or moving with a child. It could be you meeting up with somebody that you have, well, I feel like this has to be a little bit established in order to move in together, but but also this could just represent moving into the next phase. So you two are coming together, moving into the next phase of your relationship. That's what it looks like. And it's all very above board and honest, no secrets, nothing hidden. It's really honest. So let me see. I'm gonna compare this message to what the book might say. I just also want to remind you that swords and queens and knights can be air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And sometimes when the Queen of Swords particularly comes out, I feel sometimes karmic energy or harsh energy, but it doesn't always have to be that way. It can be a very nice, sweet, honest, decent person who maybe has, wants to be in control, has a lot of experience, is very logical, she's very insightful. Sometimes she's not always overly emotional, but she has good judgment, and she is just in part wants to control the situation. So that could be part of your shadow side. Is the flip side is try not to control the situation, right? Try not to always, the hyper control or intolerance or contempt of others or manipulating others or even blackmailing others. Now I know, most of you don't have any of these traits because you're beautiful sparkles of light. And I'm just saying sometimes those urges do come over us, those little urges to try to manipulate or take things into our hands and make it the way we want it to and not let go and just let this journey happen in its natural course, right? So just keep that in mind. Also, when I got the Queen of Swords from a lovely reader, it showed a woman like in winter and cool. So for me, it represents kind of keeping my cool or, being cool, just be cool, like it's okay. I'm a water sign, so I will show my emotions. And I have Libra rising, and Libra is there to help me. Okay, don't go overboard, be cool. It's kind of like that a little bit, so if you're in that kind of situation where you have a lot of emotions bubbling up, then just be cool. So the knight here is very similar to the queen. He's intelligent, courageous, a little bit impulsive, because in the knight category we have knights represent action, so we may want to take charge or make a bold move. He can do it in such a way without thought and sometimes careless energy towards another person. So if you've met somebody like this, then just realize, it's kind of like foot in the mouth. Even though this is air sign, I see Sagittarius a lot in swords energy because it's honest. It's sometimes so honest that they stick their foot in their mouth. Sometimes so honest that, they charge ahead without thinking too much. Sometimes you get that kind of energy, I think, with the Sagittarius, especially Sagittarians that have some Aries in them, and other air signs too. But, just be careful too, because of this energy. This could be some kind of somebody who's trying to go against your will. But I kind of get the feeling that these are two people, like-minded people. They're kind of make me think of maybe a Bonnie and Clyde. Not so much that you're going to do crimes together, but that sort of like you're just on the same mindset and you're going to do, you're going to work well together. And so he is sort of a fighter. He's sort of fearless. He's a little bit impulsive. He sometimes doesn't adapt. He's a little bit sarcastic and kind of a smart ass sometimes. And he's really good at being focused and being very impeccable and detail oriented and good with whatever assignment he has. So if it could be you hiring or or somebody being hired, here, because you're thinking on the same wavelength. And now it's like, could you please execute this? I've hired you to execute this. For some people it could be that, but I think for most people it kind of has a love thing. It's like these two people who are just really cool and they are on the same wavelength. Literally on the same wavelength. So one last thing about the Six of Swords, it could represent trips and travel. It also can represent an ease of your problems, like your problems being solved, or finding a solution, or a path, or some kind of travel towards a destination that gets you to where you need to go. That is the solution to whatever troubles you may have had. And yeah, so it's like traveling to firmer ground as well, like finding that solid place that you can feel now, okay, this is it, this is now the right place where we need to be. So I feel like it's interesting that we have swords, the air energy, we have water in the background, and then this need to travel to something solid like that mountain with all these elements. It helps balance the elements together and to feel grounded in that final destination. Very practical reading, but I think in a sense this is quite a love story. And I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.
If you vibe, like, share, and subscribe.